Hello, 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 my beloved souls. Welcome back. I'm Autumn, the Enlightened Daughter. For those of you who don't know me, for those of you who know me, welcome back, High Vibe Tribe. I love you. I miss you. I love you. I miss you. You're my everything. Just take this moment and get a mommy hug from me because I love you guys so much. And some of you really needed that. I know we've been going through the. I'd be like, can we get 5 seconds? Yo, it's been so much. I'm like, no, for real. Can I get like 5 seconds? I'm telling you, it's like I can't even catch my breath. Sometimes it's been so much going on, right? We got the super full moon and super blue full moon and Pisces, bringing on all the emotions, bringing up all the emotions, deep, 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 deep deep emotional shifts and transaction and transformations going on at this time, right? Pisces, like any other water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, still waters run deep, right? So surface level looks like one thing, but going beneath that surface, oh baby, baby, baby. Very introspective sign, very intuitive, very creative, um, very much in flow. Shadow side of that can be a little too emotional sometimes. Can Shadow Piscean energy is like the person that's stabbing you while crying over your body, like, why are you making me kill you type of energy. And shout out to my Pisces. I love my Pisces. Like, one of my very best friends from when I was a young girl is fucking Pisces, and that bitch is crazy, and I love everything about her. I love everything about her, especially the fact that she's 730. Love that. But this full moon has been a lot, right? It's this push pull energy, right? Like, I love this full moon and I hate it all at the same time. One, exhausted, right? So let's just talk about all the different ascension symptoms. You're either not sleeping at all, right? Restlessness, or you're exhausted, right? Like, even if you are sleeping, it's nothing. There's just like no rest for the weary, right? Like that type of energy. Um, a lot of like, we have Mercury retrograde going on during this time too, right? We have like, I think about like 6 or 7 planets in retrograde right now. Mercury, Venus, Pluto. There was like a Jupiter. There's so much stuff going on, like astronomy wise. I don't even have time to get into all that. That we'd be here for like 3 hours. But just know it's a lot going on in the ethers that are affecting us here on this planet. It would be great to like be like in this little bubble where we're like, oh, I'm on Earth and like nothing outside of this little blue ball matters. But guess what? Like, God created everything, so we're all intertwined, right? So when there's shit going on out there, there's shit going on over here, and vice versa, right? We got that going on. So as above, so below, people. Let's not forget. So there's a lot going on in the ethers, which is affecting us here, poor little humans on this planet. So high emotions, volatility, exhaustion, sleepiness, um, clumsiness, right? Just like bumping into things or dropping things or getting turned around or like, and I mean, turned around doing normal shit. Like, you're in the supermarket that you go to every week and all of a sudden you can't find the tomatoes. It's like pregnancy brain. Right, like on like 1,000, like that's kind of in this energy, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, that's again that Piscean energy. Pisces are like daydreamers, right? They can be in the ethers and they're floating up in spirit and they're very imaginative. Like, that's one of the strongest traits that they have. Their imagination is on fire, right? So not bad to be up in the ethers. Obviously, we need to create from the heavens to bring it down to earth, but you have to ground it in, right? So we don't want to forget to be grounded during this time. Super important to just stay grounded and meditative during this time. Um, Sorry, I lost my train of thought. That's been happening a lot. So pregnancy brain, like I just said, um, a lot of being in the ether. So that's gonna be great for those of you that are working on, like, if you've had like some stagnation or some blocks or some frustrations when it comes to like having your creative flow, that energy is coming back, right? So you're gonna start to kind of like see like the puzzle pieces start to fit. The the wheels are going to be turning. You're going to be looking at things through a different lens, through different eyes, like seeing things from a different perspective, having some epiphanies, having some aha moments, right? That's part of the gifts that are coming in during this time, right? So don't be judgmental, critical, and hard on yourself during this Virgo time, because the sun is in Virgo, although the full moon is in Pisces. And Virgos can be very judgmental, critical, they're the hardest people on themselves, right? So during this time, while you're off kind of in la la land with that Piscean energy and creating and imagining, the Virgo energy, that earth energy, is going to help you to ground it in so that you're making your dreams a reality, right? We want to take it out of the ethers and make it into this 3D reality. And for many of you as well, you're starting to see some of the seeds that you planted long ago that you might have forgotten about, that you might have given up on, that you just was like, fuck it, God, I'm never gonna get it. Those things are starting to become manifest. Those things are starting to happen. Those things are starting to transpire. So I wouldn't be surprised, and please comment below if you started seeing physical manifestations, and I'm talking about like 3D things happening, in your reality right now that are just showing you that, like, yes, your ships are coming in, right? Like, yes, well, we see land, you know what I'm saying? Like, the freaking I'm seeing clouds. I know the rain is coming, so I'm digging my ditches. That type of energy. Um, for many of you, those manifestations are years out. Like, I know that, like, there are certain things that I put out into the ethers like 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago that I'm starting to see happen now. And I'm like, forgot about some of the things, and other things it's just like I wouldn't have been ready for it. As much as we think that we're prepared for certain things that we're asking God for, or certain things that we want to be manifest in our life, if it hasn't happened, more than likely you're not ready for it, or you're doubting. It's one of those two things. It's either you're really doubtful and you don't think it's going to happen, or you're not ready for it, right? And it's like, logically in your mind you might think that you're ready for it, but maybe not. Maybe you're still holding on to the guilt and the shame and the judgment that's coming with whatever that is that you're trying to manifest, right? Maybe you're trying to just be successful, right? Maybe you just want to be good at your job, but you kind of keep capping yourself off at a certain pay scale because your family's looking at you kind of funny because they think you feel some kind of way about yourself because you're making good money, right? And there's nothing wrong with being a person in your family with riches and wealth and abundance. The issue becomes if you decide that you're going to look down upon people in your family for not having also acquired those things, or if you're going to be the person that's pulling people up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate the statement like it's lonely at the top. It's like, it's not lonely at the top, there's just more space up here. But we're so busy in this world that we live in, this 3D reality where everything is like, survival of the fittest, every man for himself, that we think that we need to live life like a crab in a barrel, which is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to step on you to get ahead. I can absolutely bend down and help pull you up, and then you can help me pull the next people up, and we can all be lit. Because guess what? There's mad room at the top. There's space for everybody, right? To be living their best life. Anyway, another tangent, another day. So, a lot of creative energy coming in, a lot of looking things at a different perspective. Be very mindful not to be super hard on yourself. This moon is bringing up a lot of emotion, a lot of emotion. I don't give a fuck if it's good, bad, or however you feel. It's bringing it up to the forefront. So if you ain't dealt with it before, and I don't know how you couldn't have dealt with it at this point, because we've had so many kicks in the ass in the past 3, 4 years to get ourselves ready for this time, that it's almost like, if like, what else needs to go wrong in your life in order for you to be like, all right, enough is enough? You know what I mean? Like, are you at the point yet where you're just tired of it and you're like, yo, what's up, God? Like, what's the rules to the game? I'm down, because I'm not doing this shit anymore. I'm tired of this broke shit. I'm tired of this hungry shit. I'm tired of this sick shit. I'm tired of this lonely shit. I'm tired of this not loving myself shit. I'm tired of this disrespect. Like, are you there yet? You know what I mean? Because this moon is about like setting some boundaries and standing in your voice and saying your truth. And especially those of us that are here on High Vibe Tribe, because I know if you're here with the High Vibe Tribe, that you're a light worker in some way, shape, or form. However that plays out in your life, right? We don't all do the same thing. No, you may not be on here doing tarot. You may not be a life, sex, and spirituality coach like me. I don't give a fuck what you do, as long as you're contributing to the greater good of everyone. And that starts with loving yourself. I will always tell you guys, self-love is the first love. Self-love is the best love. You have to love yourself before you love anybody else. You cannot be out here talking about I love this one and that one, this one, if you don't even love yourself. And I can tell whether or not you love yourself by how you're living your life. Point blank and simple. Point blank and simple. And that's not me judging or criticizing you. This is me being like, this is a reflection of your life. This shows me you don't love yourself. So how can we fix that? How can we bring everything back together so you can learn to love yourself? Because that is my goal, to get everybody on this planet to fucking fall so deeply in love with themselves that they have no choice but to be the best version of themselves. That's my goal. I want you to be so deeply in love with yourself that you have no choice but to be the best version of yourself, whatever that looks like to you, right? If you're going to be the best fucking custodian at McDonald's, bitch, rock that mop. Okay, do what you got to do. I don't give a fuck. That is not why I'm here. I'm here to love you and to teach you to love yourself. Even if I gotta beat you into doing it. No, I'm just kidding. Am I kidding? No, I'm just kidding. Kind of, but tough love, black mom stuff. Don't judge me. Anyway, here in Americas, in America, can't speak for all of them. Anyway, guys, I know that was a lot. So there's a lot going on with this moon. I haven't been sleeping. Actually, last night was the first time I got sleep. Oh, so another thing, your spiritual gifts probably gonna be super heightened at this time. Super heightened at this time. I'm clairtangent, as you guys probably remember, for those of you who've been here for a while. So clairtangent, those of us who are super sensitive with our hands, right? So when I touch stuff, it's not, it's overwhelming sometimes, right? I know people that are clairtangent that can like touch someone's things and like locate the person and know exactly where they're at on the planet, right? My girlfriend Jamie is like that. She's fucking dope. That's not my level of the gift. Excuse me. But like I can't do thrift stores. Sick. I go through an aisle and I'm done, sick, like ready to throw up, pass out. I can't do it. It's too much for me. Literally, I go into the thrift store with my daughter and I'm like, she has to be like, she's going through all the clothes for me. I just give my friend money and I'm like, go find me something, and then I have to put it in the washing machine. I can't touch it. It's crazy. So, two things happened recently to bring this up for me, which is why I'm telling you guys why it's getting even more heightened. So, a friend of mine has been all depressed, and they had a birthday recently, and they came over and we were drinking and they passed out, right? And I don't have a freaking couch yet because I just moved. So they passed out on my bed. Not a big deal, but they passed out on the side that I normally sleep on. So I was like inconvenienced and annoyed, but not a big deal because you're drunk and passed out. I'd rather you pass out, than go home and like hurt yourself or try to drive, whatever. So for days, for days, I can't sleep. I can't sleep. And I know that there's a lot going on in the ethers. I know there's a lot going on with this blue moon. I knew this moon was gonna rock me, so I was prepared for it. I haven't taken my baths on my ground, all the things, right? But I'm like not sleeping, and I normally don't sleep a lot. You guys know, like I get up between 3 and 5 every morning. That's when they wake me up, right? So if I get a good 3, 4 hours of sleep at night, that's normal for me, right? I don't want to hear like, oh, you should get more sleep. I'm not. Every human being does not need to sleep like that, and heaven doesn't close. So just stop. My physical avatar is fine, okay? But I'm saying all that to say this. So I'm doing the same amount of sleep that I normally do, but I'm waking up like irritated and kind of like lethargic and kind of like sad, and I have this like energy on me, and I'm like, what the fuck, right? And I'm like, what is happening? So I'm going in, I'm meditating, I'm asking the guides, and I'm like, what's up with the collective? And I just can't understand, like, it wasn't making sense to me with what I was seeing in the collective, what I was feeling, and then how I was feeling when I was waking up, right? And I do all my due diligence, right? Make sure I shower before bed, so I don't do put those energies of anybody else in the bed with me, blah, blah, blah. Can't understand it. So I'm meditating, meditating, meditating. And then I'm also feeling negative energy from the other side of my wall, right? The other house. So their bed must be on the same wall. So I'm like, so that person's having really negative, doubtful thoughts, right? Really worried about money and finance, stability. There's other stuff going on within their energetic field, but I can feel it through the wall. So I had to, you guys probably don't notice it, but my bed isn't all the way against the wall because I keep picking up that energy, right? And I'm like not sleeping. So that was the one thing. And then the energy again with me not sleeping. So I'm like, what the, like I'm getting so tight. And then it finally dawned on me, yo, my boy was here because again, he was sleeping on the same spot of the bed. Look, I mean, I'm the only one in the bed, but I just sleep on the same spot because that's where I be sitting and reading and shit like that. So I was like, oh my God. So I took all the sheets off my bed. I'm banging on the mattress, where you sound to clear negative energy. I'm banging on my pillows. I have all this incense burning. I'm opening all the windows. I cut on meditation music to clear out negative frequency, and I put on frequency meditation music to clear out negative energies. Have it blasting over my mattress, right, in my bedroom. So did all of that yesterday, right? Spent the whole day like clearing the energy out my room. Finally last night, slept for like 7 hours. I was like, like heaven, heaven, heaven. So just be mindful that your spiritual gifts may be also growing at this time, right? Like my sensitivity has grown. I've always been kind of sensitive, especially when it comes to beds. I'm like the princess from The Princess and the Pea. If you guys remember that story, there was like a princess that came to a castle in the middle of the night, and she looked like a hobo, and the queen and the prince were like, "Are you really a princess?" And the queen was like, "If she's really a princess, I'm gonna give her a test, and we'll find out." And so she put 100 mattresses on a bed, but under the very bottom mattress, she put one pea. And she was like, if she's truly a princess, she'll know because she'll be able to feel the pea even through 100 mattresses. So the princess goes and climbs the 100 mattresses, right? Goes to sleep, and they're all like goose feather mattresses. It's freaking castle. It's the best mattresses ever. So the next morning, they're like, "Oh, how'd you sleep?" And she's like, "Oh, horrible. Like I felt like something was poking me in my back all night long." That's me. I'm the person that would feel the pee between 100 mattresses. I swear to God. I'm not saying that just because I'm royalty, but I am because I'm the daughter of a king. But just because I'm super sensitive. Anyway, so super full moon in Pisces. We're gonna talk to Gaia first because I felt her energy wanted to like pop off at me. She's like, "Why are you still talking? We have messages." So another blessing that came in today. I went shopping to just get a lot of things done. I knew it was going to be a wonderful Wednesday that I'm recording this. And one of my favorite grocers gives me a dozen roses. Purple. Royalty. Just saying. Oh, look at Gaia coming out and reading for you guys. I love that. Okay, look. Oh, there's so much here. Okay. Stop. Sorry. Stop. Too much at once. Give me a second. Gaia coming in. So take care of yourself during this time, right? There's a full moon tonight. I don't know about you guys, but my full moon ritual, love to draw myself a salt bath, maybe little candles, little flowers, put some herbs in it, definitely some Epsom salt, and just soak out and just ground your energies right now, right? This is the energy of taking care of yourself, knowing also that Gaia is here to love and support you. And I feel like it's amazing that she came out right during this reading. I'm like, she has messages for you. Yeah, because she's here letting you know everything that you're growing through right now. And I know there's a lot of transformations, and I know a lot of it can feel heavy, especially with those of us that are taking losses, right? Whether that's like people, situations, financial, whatever the shit that you've been growing through, right? Like know that you're being supported at this time. All of that negative energy that we take out of ourselves when we put into the earth, right? She alchemizes and makes into something beautiful. So just know that it's not for nothing. That all of that darkness, all that pain, like it's helping you to grow, right? Like you're about to be a bamboo shoot. And I feel like, you know, that's a lot of us, especially on this path, especially as light workers, right? Like we are in the fields and we're tolling and we're hoeing and we're doing all the stuff that we can within the gardens, and it's like you're not seeing anything and you're frustrated, and it's like, what else do I need to do I need more nutrients, and it's like God is like, you've done everything you need to do, you don't need to do anything more, but it's like we're not seeing anything, right? And it feels really frustrating, but it's they just showed me like a bamboo shoot, right? So it's like it may seem, my beloveds, like nothing is happening, but we're about to have exponential growth like a bamboo. Like it's gonna be one night you go to bed broke and the next morning you wake up and you're fucking wealthy. One night you go to bed ill, and then you wake up the next morning because a healing has taken place and an activation while you slept, and you allowed yourself to receive the miracle and the grace of healing from the divine, and the next day you wake up and they can't find the traces of cancer within your body. And this isn't like, these aren't far-fetched things that I'm saying. Like these are real things that are happening to real people all across this globe every single day. Miracles are happening every day. Blessings are coming in every day. God's grace is available for everyone every single day. But we have to be open to it. We have to know that it's available to us. We have to say yes to those blessings, right? I'm saying yes to wealth. I'm saying yes to abundance. I'm saying yes to health. I'm saying yes to wisdom. I'm saying yes to love. I'm saying yes to receiving and being okay with receiving, right? How many of you have a problem receiving, right? Truly allowing yourself to receive. I just had a lesson with somebody the other day, and they were gifted, a large amount of money, and they felt guilty and shameful about it. And I'm like, why? Like, this is a gift. Like, people gift us things all the time. And how dare you try to block that person's blessing, right? Like, we are blessed to be a blessing. So they got blessed. They're trying to be a blessing. When you're rejecting them, you're rejecting a gift from the divine. They're not trying to buy you by gifting you something. They're trying to offer you their love, their appreciation in a way that they know how. And guess what? If you turn that shit down, guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up needing it. The very thing that you turned away from for pride or arrogance or whatever fake martyrdom you have going on in your head, you're going to turn around and need it. Right? That's how the universe works. So let's not. And there's a difference between taking advantage and there's a difference between a gift. And we all know that. And if you're here on this channel, you know to be discerning and you know better. Because if you ain't living right, why are we even talking? You're just going to get cursed out. All right. Tsunami, wake up call. Wake up, people. Look what this fucking full moon is bringing. A wake up call. I'm telling. What did I say? Still waters run deep. I don't care how much you may not want to deal with whatever's coming up. You have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. There is no hiding. There's no running. There's no burying your head in the fucking sand like an ostrich. There's no pretending. You have to be a grown man and a grown woman and face your shit. You have to own it. And the shit is going to come wake you up. So you can have that lesson come to you under grace, or you can have it come to you like a motherfucking tsunami and turn your world upside down. It does not have to be ugly. It does not have to be ugly. It doesn't, not at all. Peace and harmony coming in. Yes. Right? So nice. So nice. I feel two messages. One, I can hear the angels singing, so I just feel like they're bringing some peace, some harmony into your life. But for others of you, there's messages that have been coming through you through music, and some of you are being guided to really create your music, and I don't know why you keep hiding from that. Especially here, it looks to me, that's so funny. I've seen this card so many times. I just thought this looks like a divine, this looks like a masculine and a feminine energy to me. So that's even also to me, which is another thing with, I'm sorry guys if this reading is all over the place. I have so many messages coming into my head at once. I'm trying to keep it all together. So Venus retrograde, right, can tend to put like these rose-colored glasses over our eyes, but because of all the other transits going on with it, there is activations and connections among divine counterparts. So whether you consider that a soulmate or a twin flame or, however the label works, there is a masculine and a feminine energy that are a vibrational match that are coming together at this time. And for many of you, there's a connection with you guys in music, whether you're writing songs together or one of you is the other one's muse, or just one of you has an artistic talent. Maybe one of you is a singer or whatever, and it's just you meet your divine counterpart and now you're fucking inspired. Now your music is changing. It's like the difference between when Mary J. Blige came out initially with her album and then when she came out with her album after she got a boo. You know what I'm saying? Like two different Marys. You know what I'm saying? We had the single girl, you know what I'm saying, 411 Mary, and then we had the one that was all in love and you couldn't tell her nothing, and then we had the one that was heartbroken because he played himself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like music will be inspiration for you. But there's a lot of peace and harmony coming in. Also, some of you as light workers are just using your gift of music to code and activate the collective. I've been hearing a lot of that music lately, so that's super dope. Affirmations and stuff becoming songs. Look at the wind activating. Guys, when I tell you the storms around me, so most of you probably know this, but for those of you who don't know, I work with weather, right? That's one of the ways the universe speaks to me. Weather, numbers, with animals, all types of stuff, right? Stuff like that. And whenever anything big is going on energetically, it'll rain where I'm at, right? And the more potent and powerful the rain and the length of time will tell me directly, okay, what can I expect from this transit? What can I expect to see within the collective? How long it's going to play out? Blah, blah, blah. When I tell you the storms, the wind, I just have to open the window now because I'm looking out the window and I'm watching the trees like, help us, like trying to hang on. It's been crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. So a lot of activations coming in. Mainly, oh, okay, heart chakra. Sorry, because they're giving it through my body. I don't know why I need to feel it. Third eye, heart chakra, crown chakra. Okay, so crown, third eye, and heart chakra will be three of the biggest areas that are being activated at this time. Um, there's also more activate throat. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay, we have the wind coming in with all this blue energy, right? Blue is the color of our throat chakra. And then we have this music energy coming in with harmony. So again, like I said, a lot of you guys are using your music, whether you're singing or the tones or the beats, frequencies, whatever that shit's called, to be activators within the collective. And that needs to be something that you're focusing more on at this time. So not just those of you that are working with music, but those of you that are working on some type of creative endeavor, something that is gonna speak for you. Um, Whatever that is, whether that's music, whether that's your art, you're creating, I don't know, I just saw like a t-shirt. I see people on a computer. I don't know if you're writing or programming, whatever, I don't know, whatever it may be. Um, Gaia's saying that you need to nurture it, that you need to tend to it like it's a baby. Like you really need to put more energy into it and to just to baby it a little, right? Like put a little more love into it. I feel like there's stuff going on in your 3D reality right now that is waking you up to the truth of who you are. Like that's why you need this nurturing card. So it's like say you got shit going on at work, right? And it's constant conflict and beef and stress and worry and you're just not happy. This is the wake up call the universe is giving you, being like, hey, you need to be out of that. You need to start focusing on your gift. You need to start focusing on your talent. You need to start loving yourself. Hold on, guys. I hear my phone ringing. People are doing the most. I am so sorry, my beloveds. I was looking at the time because I want to make sure I put a note in here. Anyway, focusing on your gifts, your talents, your skills, your creative endeavors at this time, really nurturing it. Why? Because the universe is supporting you, and there's stuff that's going to come in to help activate your gifts, right? Activate your talents, really help to propel you forward. Also, bottom of the deck, we have the ancestors coming in, right? So that was another message that was coming in. You know, what is that? Another clear. All right, so some of you, maybe one of your clear senses that's being activated is the nose thing. I forget what it's called when you have like this, when you can smell, and that's your spiritual gift, whatever. It's fucking annoying for me. But that's being activated within someone. I don't know who that is. That would drive me crazy. I'm not gonna be saying people gonna think I'm on coke or something, but I'm not doing. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying how I would it. In the hood that I grew up in, that's not cute. Um, Oh, so anyway, we love to say that our ancestors, right, we're clearing in ancestral curses, we're clearing generational curses, but guess what? They also brought blessings, right? And so understand and know this that you have good karma coming in that's being activated at this time. The reason that you needed this wake up call was to clear out all the bullshit. And guys, I'm sorry, and I hate to be the one to say it, but at the end of the day, you cannot fill an old wineskin with new wine, right? And Yeshua say that in the Bible, right? We're not going to take new wine and put it in an old wineskin. Why? Because then everything goes bad. So, sorry guys, it was time for you to get rid of the old wine, get rid of the old wineskin, make room for a new thing, right? We're making room for a new thing. That's being activated. That's what we need to cradle right now. It's like a baby plant, right? A seedling, a newborn. We need to nurture and focus on it, right? When a baby is born, everybody's attention is on the baby. Everything else can wait to make sure the baby is safe. That is what you need to do with this energy that's coming in for you, right? Whether that's a new relationship that you have with yourself, a counterpart, a new job, a creative endeavor, the business, whatever project that you're working on right now, like really pour into it. And that doesn't mean pour into it and take a million action steps and try to figure out all these things. It means Virgo energy. Virgo is great at planning and organizing and structuring things. So that means that we're going to go into the ethers with this Piscean energy and we're going to dream big. We're going to dream huge. We're going to call in all of the shit that we want from the universe. God, I want it all. Give me everything that's meant for me, God, and nothing that ain't. Under grace. I want everything, everything. And if they say I'm being greedy, good, then give me 10. I don't give a fuck because you're going to know when enough is enough. Right? This is between you and your higher self, you and the Most High, you and the universe right now. You're going to call all of that in. And then you're going to get some downloads for some inspired action steps to take. And that Virgo energy is going to help you sit there and be like, ooh, A, B, C, D. Let me call this person and follow up with this person and make an appointment over there and maybe watch this video or go down that rabbit hole or finish this book that I've been meaning to finish or pick up the phone because I keep hearing this person's name and they keep crossing my mind, right? And it's going to help you to get those things in order so that you can make them manifest in this 3D reality. And the universe is supporting that right now. Super, super, super duper supporting that. And again, that's good karma coming in from your freaking ancestors. Yo, this no shit, whoever you are, you need to work with that energy because I can't, I'm not doing that for you. Ask your ancestors to help you, and your ancestors are here helping you, and you guys are doing it. Look how many generations we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And for some of you, that might be in your family right now, right? Great grandparent, grandparent, parent, and then child, right? So understand that every decision you make does have long term effects, right? The things that we choose not to heal will come up in the generations that follow us, right? Just like you're like, oh, I come from a family of twins. Yeah, there was a twin in my great grandfather, but it skipped over my grandfather's generation, but it showed up again in my parents. That's good stuff and bad stuff, right? So what's the good that is being activated that has been gifted to you, right? Maybe you, like me, I can cook. I'm an amazing, talented cook. Great with it. I can do, I walk in the kitchen and I know what to do. It's a natural space for me. It was also like me walking in heels. I was more comfortable walking in heels than I was in sneakers. People are like, you look like you were born in heels, right? Sometimes you just have certain things that are innate to you. Me with dancing, right? I'm great with dancing. I'm also a great teacher. I've always been the one in the classroom. The teacher's like, go help them with their work or have more patience and I can teach people, right? These are things that are innate to me. So what's innate to you that got passed down to you from your ancestry? And how can you use that to serve your highest and greatest good and the highest and greatest good of the collective right now? All right, that's what's being asked of you. All right, look like one of these cards is upside down. Angels and guides, thank you for being here with me. Beautiful collective at this time. What do we need to know? What do we need to see about the super blue moon in Pisces? I can't wait to get in the bath tonight. This energy is heavy. Look at this, healing the motherfucking past and embracing the future. It's like a mic drop from the freaking universe. If I didn't have another freaking deck to go through, I'd stop it right there. I don't even want to read the other cards. I have such an attitude. I step into my, sorry, like, pull you in closer. Because this is ridiculous. I love God. I just, You ever just every day, and I don't know, guys, like maybe it's just me, but I do this work every day. Every day I'm doing readings, I'm doing channelings, I'm doing healings, I'm doing coaching for people. Every single day, and every single day I'm so blown away by the majesty and the power and the synchronicities and the wisdom and the knowledge of the Most High God. Like every single day, it does not, there's never a day where I'm not like, yo, God, like, damn, yo, God within, the God around. Like I just, healing the past, right? I step into, I'm just, because I have to. I step into my future with strength and clarity. Healing the past says, I step into my future with strength and clarity. When we heal the past, we can then embrace the future. I step into my future with an open heart. I step into my future with strength and clarity. I step into my future with an open heart. This is what awaits us when we leave that toxic, heavy ass, bullshit, whack ass energy from this reality away. Like it's done. Be gone with you, away from me, Satan. You know what I mean? Like, back up, bro. Like, all of the things, 6 feet, however you choose to word it. Kick rocks, all of that. It's time to let the past be in the past. That shit ain't got no power. It's done. Your power is in the present. And let's get strong here so we can make a better tomorrow. Our current energy is controlling our manifestations for tomorrow. Are you good right now? Or are you all worked up and caught up in your emotions and then you're going to cause a catastrophe and a calamity down the block? You know what I'm saying? In your near future. Like, there's no need for that. It's time to get it together, right? Strength and clarity and an open heart. It's beautiful. Why? So you can go on an adventure. I savor the wonders of the world. It's time to open your eyes and to just take it all in. This world was created for you, my beautiful humans. Literally, this world is here for us, to serve us. This world is here for us. Listening with your heart. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. So, you know, I step into the future with an open heart. So I'm gonna heal my past, right? Because I want tomorrow, I want to be strong. I want to have a clear mind. I want to have an open heart. I want to trust the messages that I feel in my heart. I want to know that it's not my egoic mind that's guiding me through this day, but it's the divine guidance that's coming through my soul. Because my soul resides in my high heart. God is pure love. God is the creator of love. God is love. So if I'm choosing anything outside of that space, then that means I'm choosing not from the lens of the Most High God. I'm choosing from a distortion, a belief that God doesn't love me, or that I'm not favored, or that God is not living within me. We allow ourselves to go through all of these negative strifes and turmoils as if that is an honor to God. But how are we honoring God by leaving God hungry, homeless, broke, beat up, abused, unfulfilled? How is that an honor to the Most High God? It's very confusing when we have these conversations. It's very confusing when I'm talking to people that are dismissing, children having emotions and feelings. And I'm like, you're sitting here disregarding this fucking child, but you're going to become the broken adult sitting in my fucking chair that I'm counseling in the next 20 years. So don't sit here and shrug your shoulders like children are nothing, or that they have no feelings, right? I value everything my children go through because I do not want them to become the broken adults that I had to heal within myself and the other people that I'm dealing with. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I love the work that I do. I'll do it every fucking day for the rest of my life. Heaven does never close, and neither do I. I'm here for it. But understand that, like, those inner child wounds become broken fucking adults. And there's a reason why so many people have unfulfilled relationships with themselves, with their bodies, with their community, with their jobs, with their intimate partners, right? There's a reason why I do the work that I do. I see people every day crying, hearts broken, suicidal, ready to do it because of some shit that happened when they were a kid. And then you talk to their parents, and their parents are like, oh, well, no, it's not fucking, oh, well. It's time for everybody to be accountable, and it starts with us. I sit here and I talk to you guys about these things only because I sat here and went through mad bullshit, yo. It's not about me right now, right? And I say all of that to say this: I did not have an easy life, And if I had to do it all again, I would. Because if I changed anything, maybe I wouldn't be the mother to those two fucking kids. And despite everything that I've gone through and grown through, and the pains and the trials and tribulations, I would do it all again just to have my fucking kids again. That's real talk. That's real talk. And so I'm grateful for the person that stopped me from committing suicide. And I'm grateful to the friends that picked up the phone when I didn't know what else to do. And I'm grateful for God for not stopping loving me when I was fucking pissed off at him and hated myself and hated this world and hated my family. And just, it's filled with so much fucking rage and anger from all the pain and suffering that I saw. And it was just so confusing to me. And it's still very confusing to me, the excuses that I hear people make when they're putting someone else through those things. But I'm here to tell you that, like, hurt people don't hurt people. That's a fucking crock of shit. Unhealed people hurt people, because a hurt person is never going to want to hurt another person, because you don't want anyone else to feel the way that you feel. Not when you've been on the road of healing, not when you're accountable, not when you have awareness, not when you learn to love yourself. And that's where I'm taking all of you. That's the fucking road we're on, because you're gonna fucking fall so deeply in love with yourself that you have no choice but to be the best version of yourself. And if nobody else has got your back, know that I will always have your fucking back, and that's why I'm here. That's why I do this shit. There's not a lot of subscribers on the channels, and I don't have a lot of views, but I keep showing up, because if I only speak to one fucking person, then that's the reason I'm on here, and they were worth it. You are worth it. And so for those of you who comment and let me know that I mean something, then I appreciate you. But even those that don't, know that you're still worth it, and that I love you. And I'm praying for all of you. All of you. Always. All right. 40 minutes in. Done crying. Being an emotional bitch. Anyway, bitches. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Oh, I love the fact that this came out, because this is a big part of the energy that I felt being worked out for us, right? We're regaining our strength. We're regaining our power. Why? So many of you are doing shadow work. So many of you are starting to be accountable. Listen, sucks, right? It sucks when you gotta look at yourself and be like, hi, toxic, hey, narcissist, hey, asshole, hey, bitch, hey, I was the wrong one in that situation. Or, hey, I see the parts of myself that someone would consider a shadow, and I'm okay with them, right? I've accepted that I am not perfect, and I've accepted that sometimes I'm crazy, and sometimes I'm unbalanced, and sometimes I have a temper. But I'm not going to stop loving myself, because each part of me deserves to be loved and valued. This is no less than this. This is no less than this. I only get a shadow because I'm standing in the fucking light. If I'm standing in the dark, I don't have a shadow. Oh shit, the shadow comes out of light. Yeah, you're the light. So why you mad at your shadow for being there and being and having your back and being with you this whole time? I don't understand. What's wrong with the shadow parts of yourself? Virgo, very organized, right? That's the light side of them. Shadow side can be very critical. Guess what? Critical thinking takes this world very far. I need critical thinking. I love having a Virgo when I'm dealing with a fucking problem that I can't solve, because that critical thinking kicks in and becomes solution orientated. That's a gift. That's a gift. They took the fucking problem and created a solution. So don't be so quick to fight your shadow or to think that the shadow work is an awful thing. It's not. Okay, it's not. A lot of changes are happening, financial and material changes, and although this five of cup energy, no, this five of pentacles energy can feel a little disjointed at times. Don't forget that all parts equal the whole, right? So it might seem like you're a little spread thin. It's just a matter of remembering to center yourself and bring all your energies back, right? Do not forget to call all your energy and your power back to you every single night. So yes, there are going to be big things changing and happening, but again, like I said, I'm feeling with this transit that those are all positive changes, right? So it's like the worries and the stress that you might have had. And again, this Virgo energy is earth energy. I just feel really tangible 3D things coming in for the reality to your reality right now. So the financial and material changes might feel like you're spread thin, but I feel like it almost feels like your energy is like, oh my God, like you see all these things that need to be done, but you're like, there's a blessing coming that's gonna solidify everything. I don't feel like I'm wording that properly. Say it's like, all right, so say it's the first of the month, right? You're looking at all your bills and you're like, fuck, right? And it's like rent, light, water, cable, car, no, or whatever, right? You're looking at it and you're like, all right, like you're just seeing all the money like shooting out and it can feel very overwhelming to you. But you're not seeing that there's more. There's an unexpected influx coming in. Jesus Christ, why did that take me so long to say that? Oh my Lord, there's an unexpected financial blessing that's coming in. So although you might have been challenged in the past with these energies and it's felt really disjointed and it's felt really scary, and I'm seeing that here, right? It's felt really scary. It's felt really dark. Um, that's all shifting. Things are moving forward quickly. Things are really moving forward quickly. There's a big blessing coming in that you're not aware of. That's going to strengthen you again, where you're being activated to be strong. You're being activated to stand in your faith. You're being activated to trust all that's happening. Many of you made a lot of sacrifices, right? You have sacrificed your light and stood in the darkness for a long time. You have kept yourself there to be the beacon of hope forever. You have been the only light in the fucking darkness for so long, and it's exhausting. And because of that, you are being rewarded again with that energy of harmony. Where the fuck did we see that? Look at this! Oh my God. And look, I said crown chakra, right? Activations coming in. So again, okay, for some of you, and this is a tiny pocket, which is really funny. But for some of you, this is just you coming in harmony with yourself, balancing your masculine and feminine energy, right? Really balancing your shadow self. But for the majority of you, this is like soulmates and divine counterparts coming in. So if you don't already know your divine counterpart, get ready, boo. You know what I'm saying? Do your hair, do your makeup, do your nails, do the thing, take a shower. And for others it's just going to be soulmates, like people that speak to your soul. You got, again, people you're going to be working with that you're just like clicking with, like that's what's coming in. And there's a lot of healing going on, a lot of balance. Keep your hearts open. I cannot say that enough during this transit, guys. Discernment is your fucking key. Keep your heart open, keep your egoic mind out of it. Literally be discerning. Cut off the voices of the people in your head. If you need support, please hit me up. TheEnlightenedDaughter.com. I do spiritual calls. Fuck it. If it's that serious, I might even do like I might even go live one day and just fucking talk to y'all here. Like, let me know if that's something you want to do down in the comments. I don't mind. Um, I have the capacity to do that more for you guys now. Um, I just want you to be the best version of yourself. I want you to take this transit and to really use it to better yourself. And I don't want you to use it this time. I know full moons are about completions and ending cycles, and we've been doing this healing work and blah, 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 blah. Fantastic. I want you to focus in the next 72 hours on just three things that you want to bring into your life in the next 6 to 12 months. Fuck that. In the next 6 to 12 weeks. Go fucking hard. No, you know what? Between now and the end of the year, three things. Be clear about the three things that you want, i.e., I would love to have an additional 25,000 coming into my bank account by the end of the month under grace. Right? I'd like to have an additional 25,000 coming into my bank account by the end of the month under grace. I don't say how, I don't say why, I don't say where the fuck it's coming from. I'm just clear that I want the 25,000. Right? You're giving them timeline, putting out here, hey, Most High God, between now and the end of the year, I would love to meet my soul tribe. Introduce me to the people that understand my heart and my soul. I want to meet my people. I want to start working with my people. I want to help the collective. Put me in the right circles or guide me to what I need to learn to really activate these gifts so I can serve in this way, right? Like, it's like, I want to work with the fucking ascended masters, right? Like, help me to understand the path that Yeshua walked on. But be clear, like, I want to fucking red Tesla, two-door, 2023, and I don't want to pay more than, I don't, what do they cost? Like 50 grand for it. I don't know what the fuck these things cost. You know what I'm saying? But like, put it out there. Put just three things, my beloveds. Just focus on three things that you want between now and the end of the year, and be as crystal clear as you can in your desires. What you want, why you want it, how it's going to make you feel, what you're going to do once you have it. Three things, my beloved. Three. You can either share it here below. You can email me at theenlighteneddaughter.com. Theenlighteneddaughter.com. Yeah, you can email me there, or you can email me at theenlighteneddaughter@gmail.com. Whatever you choose to do, just share it. Share it. Why? Where two or more are gathered, so shall he be. Where two or more are in agreement with one thing, so it shall manifest. So how about you let me help you get what you want? All right. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Is there anything else, angels and guides, for the collective right now? I smell my food. I need to finish cooking. I think that's it. All right. So coaching, quantum spiritual calls, life, sex, spirituality calls, life, sex, spirituality coaching, readings, t-shirts, sweatshirts, metaphysical shit. Hit me up, theenlighteneddaughter.com. I'm trying to just think. I know I should be promoting myself better, but I just feel like I'm forgetting to tell you something, and I don't want to stop them and start over. I don't know. I feel like, and I'm sorry, and it's probably Mercury retrograde that's making me fucking forget. No, you know what? Mercury doesn't have any power. It's have a little brain fog. So, all right, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. You guys are fucking amazing. Don't ever change. You're the high vibe tribe. Know that you're deserving, that you're worthy, that you're loved, that you're valued, that you're important, that you mean something, that your light means something, that you're contributing to this planet, that you showing up every day and just trying is fucking way more than the person that isn't. And so I'm here to support you in being the best version of yourself, whatever that looks like to you. All right? Because you're not here to fulfill anyone else's dreams or goals or purpose for your life. You're here to live your life for you. So sorry, mom. Sorry, dad, that I can't help fulfill your little dream because you failed to do it yourself. Sorry, cousins and brothers and sisters and teachers and community, because I did not fulfill your dream for my life. I'm here to fulfill my dream for my life, and I'm here to be the best version of me. And if you can't be happy for me, you can get to step in and make room for those that are, for your soul tribe, for your high vibe tribe. All right. I love you. God loves you beyond measure. And angels surround you. No one trusts them. All right. Call upon them for help. Right. If you don't want to talk to me because I'm in a 3D and you think I'm going to judge you, which I'm not, which is cool, call the fucking angels. Later, beloveds.